Swazdala, I am Surface, the down under space pirate. And look at that, I am back. I can hear the chirps of crickets all over the world. Anywho, since events in life have made this doable again, I once again will be making videos. Again. At least until I either burn out or life gets in the way again. So, I've got a backlog of shit to get through, so let's start with the least one, or first one, the last one, the one that should have followed on from the last video. I present my thoughts and ramblings on Tales of the Valiant's Monster Vault 2. So, starting at the end. Nah, just kidding. Let's check out this artwork and stuff here. Because, like with Fantasy Age and Cypher System, especially Numenera, I love that Tales of the Valiant has its own artistic style. Now, do I think it's the right style considering that this is still referred to as the Black Flag system? No, but credit where it's due. I like that the themes align. And as always, a shout out here to the amazing Kobolds who fixed a broken system. I will never stop saying that. Okay. So, what's in this book? Monsters. Yeah, what a startling revelation, huh? Well, here's the thing. It's not just a book of monster stats. It's also a book of new monster templates, 2 odd pages of instructions and tables on creating memorable villains, new Doom instructions, and GM campaign design guides for themes, monsters, villains, and the state of the world. Like, I shouldn't be praising something that should be part of core design for a game, and yet here I am praising its return back into its, frankly, design successor. So, after that and the pages on new monster templates, we have the over 300 new monsters. Now, I will say, I do believe some of these might have appeared in a Tome of Beasts 1, 2, or 3 at some point, but I think that number is pretty small. Now, being me, I'm going to go over a few of my favourite monsters in this book, based solely on my background of being the smartest item creator around. And why do I say that? Because unlike those other artificers, mechanists, inventors, and wrights, I am still alive. So yeah, my favourite monsters. In no particular order, because I screwed up the alphabetical order. Number 1, the Ballista Sentinel. This is a large construct with dual-wielding ballistae and 2 large, heavy shields. It can deploy out to 10 foot in front of it. And why would it do that? So that smaller friendlies can use this movable shield wall as full cover. Isn't that awesome? Number 2, Clockwork Constructor. This is a happy place for me that needs no introduction. It's basically a steam golem that's outfitted for crafting construction tasks. Can it do other things? Sure. But its size and utility makes it a must-have for any item creator doing a side biz as a construction foreman. Number 3, High Mechanist. This is less a add to your arsenal and more of a this is what you're aiming for kind of deal. And damn, Skippy, is the High Mechanist not just fucking the best? I mean, I'm a little hurt it's not a dwarf or an elf, but I'll live with this rendition after all. Number 4, the Forged Lord. Yeah, on the opposite side of the High Mechanist is the villain type Forged Lord, who looks like an absolute boss. The dwarf has an Mechanist monocle, forged arm, and is combat loaded to craft your doom. Like, seriously, KP, could you be any less fun? Number 5, Keg Golem. I can only assume this exists because the kobolds knew that there'd be a lot of dwarves asking for their golem. Honestly, if my 3.5 group that I play in switched to TOV, this is one of the first things I'd make for them, along with all the others on this list. Number 6, Salvager. Is your adventuring party always on the move, never sticking around long enough to loot just one more body, one more wreck, one more ruin? Do you and your companions always run out of room to carry extra loot? Well, good news! Introducing the Salvager. This handy dandy construct just wants to do two things: follow you and collect that loot. And the best thing is, that loot could be on a still moving object. Don't worry, Salvager can make that object stop moving and collect its loot. Number 7, Tunnel Rumbler. I believe this is another for the Dwarven Mechanists. Building underground tunnels and taking names. That's the two things this construct is good at. What? You think a digger construct with drills, swords, hammers, pickaxes, what have you, wouldn't be able to use those in combat? Silly adventurer. 7? Yeah, 7 seems like a good place to stop for that, I think. But just know that there are so many interesting monsters in this book that getting through all of them would have made this video way longer. Just saying. And I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things. So, yeah. Well, to quote a phrase, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, this book is full of awesome stuff. And this is just a taste of my for my Mechanist friends out there. Would I say that this book is essential? Kind of, yeah. I believe through the tools that the Kobolds already gave out in the Game Master's Guide and Monster Vault 1, that they've given any GM the tools to make any of these new monsters for a TOV game. That being said, the creative ideas included in this book, like certain ooze variants of pre-existing monsters, make this book a must-have for creative resources too. There's one in here particularly I think is a great example of the Kobold's creativity. But it's also so awesome I don't want to give it away. I'll say this, an epic level party would dread coming across this monster. Imagine if Godzilla got spliced with Hedorah. Yeah, it's that good. Well, that's all I got to say about that. As a minor point, I'd like to just praise the Kobolds for their recent choice of moving their shipping office to Canada and seeming to deal in CAD now. Wow. That is so much better on my AUD than the imperialistic USD was. By the way, that's not me throwing shade just on the US. The POMs are imperialistic bastards too, because they keep the goddamn pound sterling like 3 times higher than the AUD. Because they're pricks. This is why I'll never be discussing a Modifius game. Can't afford to spend a month's worth of groceries on a 150-page book. Fuck. Anyway, next should be a down and dirty talk on the TOV Plays Guide 2, then probably the Labyrinth World book. After that, I might chuck a video up about something. Well, let's be fair, it'll probably be Lego video. Yeah, okay. Lego is awesome. Anywho, think that about wraps it up. Later, Space Dogs. Until next time. Nexus, do the thing.